welcome to the BSA with us day 5. Today we're gonna solve question number 1920, build array from permutation. So first I'll explain what question is, then we'll see all approaches for this question. So in this question we have to do is the simply array is given like nums array. It contains simple values like 0, 2, 1, 5, 3, 4. Okay. Each index has a specific integer. We have to take this integer as our next index and store it into the our answer array. Okay. Let me clear go line by line so you understand it. Given a zero based permutation, okay, zero index, build an array answer like our last question. We have to create a new answer array of the same length as current array. Like answers first index should be equal to the our nums array of nums first, like nums I indexed value. Okay, you won't be get it. Here you can see that if 0, so 0 is the zeroth index. Okay, now 2, when we go to the first index, the integer value we got is 2. Okay, now we have to go to second index. So first index, second index, this is the one. Now this is the our first index. Okay, now for second index we go to the second index. Okay, our now second index integer value is 1, so 1 is our index. Okay, so second, that's why we got here second. Okay, the array answer is built as follows. If nums of 0, we got nums of nums 1, nums of nums 2, 3, and is equal to nums of 0, nums of 2, nums of 1, nums of 5, nums of 3, and this final array is built. Okay, I know you are not clear about this. When we're gonna write code, you will little bit more clear about this. First, we will see this condition for this. Nums of I is greater than or equal to the 0 and less than nums dot length. Okay, every integer value should be contained in this array is lesser than the index. So the code won't give you a outside error like not defined index error, and another is like less than 10,000. So you won't get runtime error. Okay, so I hope you got clear what this question is trying to say is basically you have given an array, you have to go to iterate one by one to the each index, and the first index or any index value you have to take that value and again go to that value, and which answer integer you got, you have to store that integer from your new array. Okay, so now we're gonna write code for this. uh, we're gonna use JavaScript and write code for this. Uh, After that, we're gonna optimize it for paste. So as question says, we have to create another array. So I'll create answer array. Then we have to use iteration. So we can take an for loop starting from 0th index. So nums dot length. Okay. And every time we have to use I plus plus for switching next index. I hope you learn that how this array works. Okay. Now answer of I is equal to nums of nums I. Now we return our answer. Let me set my screen left side. Okay. So here you can see that our test cases are accepted. One thing you have to check, we cannot build anything from our side. We just see question and enter. Like here you can see build an array of answer. So we have const answer array. We declared new array. For you have array, so we have to go to each and every index. So we have to use for loop. and here you can see an condition length is lesser than nums dot length. So we created an for loop less than nums dot length. Okay, for at the end of, and here we have given condition. How we gonna check it? So answer I is equal to like that. So we just copied and pasted it here. It is accepted. We can submit this question. So the answer is, you can see it's accepted. Okay, it's correct. Here this question has not well optimized because time complexity is uh, we have one for loop order of n. Okay, we gonna take extra space, so space complexity is also order of n. Now we're gonna optimize it. Okay, so here we have our return basically what do return basically take the value and print it. Okay, you know that. So what if I use nums dot map? Map is basically inbuilt function which used to like adding or implementation from of array. Also like map filter and the basic functions are used. Filter for applying tasks like sorting, reducing, that's for filter use. A map for basically simple adding simple upgrading of array. Okay, so we take x as a value of our nums of x. Okay, so here nums dot map basically write a nums array with dot map of every x, like x is our index, we don't gonna take I, every x index with replaces of nums of x is similar to this. It has a wider, but we gonna use directly every nums of x is switched to the x, and this x gonna use nums dot map. We can't here use directly. If we gonna use like comparison like this, we have to use a for loop. But if you use map, we can do this. Okay, now we're gonna run. Here you can see this question is also accepted. We can submit this. Okay. This is accepted. I hope you got clear how we solve this question. And if you find any doubts about this question, ask in comment. I'll reply. Okay, and you can try more learning of this map, filter, reduce function. It helps you understand better question. I hope you got clear this question. Tomorrow we gonna solve the question number 1470. It's shuffle the array. Okay, this question is also based on array like we are solving. Here are one more twist. You have to try this question. Given the array nums of consisting twice of n double of length x1 x2 and up to the xn, then start y1 y2 to the yn. Okay, but twist is you have to return an array in the form x1 y1 x2 y2 and up to the xn yn. Okay, so you have to try this question. Okay, or if you can solve this question, as usual you can post it on LinkedIn and Twitter, mention me. And if you don't solve this, don't be panic, we're gonna solve this question tomorrow. Okay, thanks for watching this video.